It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Bills and the Chiefs next on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
This is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
They'll be led by the second-year man from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Here's Tua.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne.
Able to avoid him.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Bills a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tua now running right on the option.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
An option run with Tua.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A screen to Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid.
They'll be led by their 4th-year quarterback out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And no return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week.
25 carries, 117 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Tua. This will be caught by Brown. Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. A check down here to Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mayfield now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Mayfield. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's a give to Etienne.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To throw, Mayfield. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. 7 yards the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Stephon Tuitt bounced back from injury in 2019 to fashion together a heck of a season in 2020. Top 10 in the NFL with a career-high 11 sacks. He's one of the best interior defenders in the game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
A handoff for Etienne.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. Open man is Higgins. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking this time for runs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Tua sets up to pass it. A screen to Bell. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he's able to get it out of there. The quick feet by Jackson. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
The Chiefs offense ready to go again.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To throw again on second down. Mayfield looking for the out route, and he's got more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Joe Mixon, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And finally, on Monday Night Football, the Colts return to Baltimore. That should be interesting. Colts, Ravens, live from M&T Bank Stadium. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Mayfield with it once more. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Mayfield now. Johnson's got it complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. $35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Tua going to run again. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Here's Johnson with a reception. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Mayfield. Again, he finds Moore. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. The fullback wide, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The fullback dive held up short, and the Bills are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Going deep here for Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua going to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And finding the tight end Hooper. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll check it down to Bell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Tua going to run with it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to...
Touchdown, Bills! Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. That escapes this, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. David Onyemata gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, He can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On play action, here's Tua. And he fires one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tua. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Tua on fourth down. This pass complete to Higgins. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Bills now down by 9. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Tagovailoa. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Tua to throw. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
KC's offense ready to take over. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position.